first act on in the proper comedy club. So all 120 people give a big welcome to, and you've got the running order. I haven't. So
all right, welcome to the
I'm gonna
stage,
shut the
ladies
fuck
and
up.
gentlemen. I know there's a small audience. Make some noise and welcome to the stage, Stingo Murphy, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Naturally, I'm delighted to be here. I've come over all emotional tonight. It's just, I can't contain myself. But, excuse me, I mean, I'm very tired. Have you ever had a dream where you dreamt that you was asleep? Because I had a dream that I was asleep, and when I woke up, I was still asleep. And then I went back to sleep and dreamt that I was awake. And now I've woke up really, really tired. I'm exhausted. I picked up a hitchhiker and he said, "You're brave, I could be a serial killer." I said, "Well, if you are, if we count the body in the boot, that makes 3 of us." I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I've been working away from home and it's a surprise visit back." He said, "What about you?" I said, "I'm going to Serial Killers Anonymous, some monthly show and tell meeting tonight." And he looked a bit nervous. I said, "Don't be worried. The boot's massive. There's plenty of room for one more." Have you ever woken up in a strange place? I once woke up on the hard shoulder of the motorway. It was really strange because before I fell asleep, I was overtaking a BMW.
Oh, God.
Another time, I woke up and I was surrounded by people wearing masks. And I started throwing punches before I realised I was at the theatre. And the surgeon said, "Will you lie still? I'm trying to do an operation." I came home and found my wife smoking a joint in the kitchen while she was cooking. I've gotten used now to the smell of burnt roast beef. The fire brigade installed a hotline into our house now. And if they get a report of any smoke in our road, they phone up straight away to see if I'm doing a barbecue. I always put a few extra burgers on for them. If you don't know, I'm Stingo Murphy. I'm in the witness protection program, so I'm a little bit paranoid at times about people following me. And sometimes you need somewhere to hide. And one time this guy was chasing me. And so I thought the best place to hide, I hid in the boot of his car. And I got in and there was a guy in there already. And he asked me, "Are you hiding too?" I said, "Yeah." "How long have you been here?" He said, 3 weeks. I said, "Why are you still here?" He said, "I was waiting for you to open the boot and let me out." I said, "What's in that bag?" And he said, "It's show and tell night." Went out to a bar one night and I met this girl in there and oh, she was all over me like a rash and she couldn't get enough of me. Went back to her place and we had a really, really wild night. Wild, passionate, extraordinary, wild time. And I went back to that club the following week and saw her again. And she ignored me. She didn't want to know me. I said, "How come last week you couldn't get enough of me? What's the difference this week?" She said, I only slept with you last week for a bet.
Oh.
I said, funny, that was the same thing here. Only my mates have bet me double a quit, so I won't do it again. Have you ever noticed how porn in different countries is different? If you watch Japanese porn, it's all dressed like schoolgirls. If you watch American porn, it's always a big villa with a leather sofa and a pool and a jacuzzi. And if you watch English porn, it's a blowjob in the back of a taxi. I was watching some porn the other night, and there was a couple in the kitchen, and the woman was baking a cake while they were having sex. And you know, if you've been watching porn a lot of time, you start fast forwarding through the boring bits. Well, I was fast forwarding up through all the sex scenes because I wanted to follow the recipe. And it turned out it was one of the nicest cakes I've ever had. So I'm going to watch more porn in future to improve my culinary skills. Anyway, it's time for me to go back into the witness protection program. But I'll just say one thing. Whether you're Jewish, Christian, a Muslim, there is but one God. It's just 3 franchises. I've been Stingo. You've been the audience. Good night.
Whoa.
Stingo Murphy, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause again.
Yay.
Stingo Murphy.